We are maskmarket.com, a Michigan-based company that allows you to create your own unique mask for you, your family, or business. We have over 100 pre-made designs that can be shipped within 24 hours. And if you buy one today, we will donate one. Let's work together to help others in this time of need. Only at maskmarket.com.
Hey, this is TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast, and I want to take a minute to tell you about POW Audio. Now, POW Audio is going to change your listening experience. You're probably asking yourself, TJ, how is POW Audio going to change my listening experience? Because POW Audio has a revolutionary design, delivers a crystal clear and powerful sound in a collapsible Bluetooth speaker. That's right, collapsible Bluetooth speaker, and is designed for ultimate portability. So check out facebook.com, search POW Audio, or on their website, powaudio.com. That's POW audio.com.
One more time.
Hey, what's going on, Who Dat Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And welcome to the State of the Saints podcast live on YouTube, Facebook.com, and Twitter. Thank you so much. My name, once again, is TJ Jones if you're new to the State of the Saints podcast. And on this edition, we're going to be talking about Michael Thomas. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the Who Dat Nation know already that Michael Thomas has been suspended by the New Orleans Saints. He was sent home on yesterday. I'm recording this on a Sunday, by the way. He was sent home from Saturday's practice after he got into an altercation with safety C.J. Garner-Johnson. And there's a lot of speculation going on around here, a lot of conflicting stories. So we're definitely going to get to the bottom of it. We're definitely going to be talking about some of those conspiracy theories out there. And I really have a lot of things to say when it comes to some of your personal views about some of these things. But I want to say thank you very much for taking the time out to be a part of the State of the Saints podcast. And thank you for all those that checked out the video on yesterday. Once again, I know normally I do the shows live, but on yesterday I didn't get the opportunity to go live, so I decided to record it, and I hope you all enjoyed it. That video was actually about Michael Thomas. Ironically, we were talking about will he play on Monday, and now we realize that that's not going to happen. But I want to give a special shout out to everybody that is filing into the chat right now. Once again, if you're new to the State of the Saints podcast, this is a show where we interact with one another. You know what I'm saying? I interact with people that are in the chat. This show isn't about donations or anything like that. If you donate to the State of the Saints podcast, we're appreciative. But we do answer questions if you put them into the chat. So I want to say thank you all. That I see a lot of people that's new inside the chat, so I just wanted to let that be known. Special shout out to my guy Jerry Poor, your boy Jay. I see 704 Bound Charlotte. Seems like he is a Carolina Panthers fan. Shouts out to you, man. Welcome to the show. Pammy Whammy is here. We also have RJ Mason, Ethel, and so many others. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's go. I'm just going to go ahead and right off the bat, just read something that's located in the comments. Let's see. Let's start with Dalton. My guy Dalton. Dalton says Michael Thomas punched Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Well, yeah, that's right, Dalton. That seems to be the story. And I don't know where people are getting Malcolm Jenkins from, him getting into a fight with Malcolm Jenkins. Look, I get it, man. People like to put things out there in the Twitterverse. You got people out here who making phantom pages trying to make themselves seem like they're NFL insiders. They're disguising themselves as Ian Rappaport. They're disguising themselves as Adam Schefter, but these reports are not true, okay? This is coming from Nick Underhill, a guy who follows the Saints. I'm pretty sure some of you probably already know Nick Underhill. You can check him out on NewOrleansFootball.com. He writes articles all the time about the New Orleans Saints, but this is the story, all right? This is the story. This is what happened. At Saturday's practice, C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Michael Thomas were chirping at one another. You know what I'm saying? They were going at it pretty hard at practice. You know what I'm saying? Some words were exchanged, and they were actually working on red zone offense. And Michael Thomas, I guess he took exception to the way that C.J. Gardner-Johnson was guarding him at the particular time. And they just kind of got into it, man. You know, they both were fighting and stuff like that, you know, saying some fists, fisticuffs were blown, and the team separated them. But that wasn't the issue. I mean, guys get into problems and get into altercations all the time. I mean, football is a very masculine sport. You know what I'm saying? You know, testosterone is at an all-time high. So, you know, egos, you know what I'm saying, definitely, out there, you know what I'm saying? Definitely when you're dealing with multi-million-dollar players like that. And definitely, you know what I'm saying, when you're testing another guy's manhood. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, they were pulled apart by teammates. But Michael Thomas took it a little bit further, and he actually disrespected some of the coaching staff. And that's what caused Coach Sean Payton to send Michael Thomas home. He was fined, and he would not play in the game Monday night versus the Los Angeles Chargers. And that is the story that happened. The story about Malcolm Jenkins, people talking about apparently him calling Michael Thomas slant boy. That definitely was not the case. I think that's something that most people probably on rival teams probably just put out there, you know, probably mad because their respective team can't stop Michael Thomas. And one of those 149 catches, or probably 12 or 13, probably came on their team. So that wasn't the case. You have people out here that's blaming Malcolm Jenkins. Look, let's just call a spade a spade. Some of you out there don't like Malcolm Jenkins because of how strongly he feels about some of these social justice issues. That's the main issue. It has absolutely nothing to do with football. It's your own personal view about Malcolm Jenkins. I get inboxes all the time. I see comments on the State of the Saints podcast Facebook page. People are talking about Malcolm Jenkins. He needs to stick to football. Malcolm Jenkins, he cares too much about what's going on in the community and not what's going on the football field. Some of you don't like this little social justice issues that he has going on. So apparently you have any way that you can, you're going to try to find a way to try to discredit or try to demean a man. You need to get yourself in check because he had absolutely nothing to do with that, and save your own personal views. And maybe you need to have a come to Jesus meeting with actual Jesus, okay? Because he wasn't actually there, okay? He had absolutely nothing to do with it. This was a confrontation between Chauncey Gardner-Johnson or C.J. Gardner-Johnson or C.D. Dukes, whatever he's calling himself, and Michael Thomas, okay? These guys have gotten into it before, okay? They got into it at a practice before the Seattle Seahawks game last year. And both of these guys are extremely vocal. They're extremely passionate. So, I mean, that's going to happen, man. I don't think that it's something that we need to worry about. I know people are talking about, oh, man, Michael Thomas changed. Or Michael Thomas, he different ever since he got his money. No, Michael Thomas has always been this way. Michael Thomas has always been extremely vocal. Michael Thomas has always been extremely competitive, and he has been very, very outspoken. And I feel like that's very hypocritical as Saints fans when this guy goes at it with different players on teams. All of a sudden, it's so funny. But now all of a sudden, he's being who he is. Now all of a sudden, it's a problem. Now, man, we need to chill out with all that, okay? We can't pick our battles as Saint fans, all right? You got to love the guy for who he is and what he represents. And I like the passion, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not – I feel like he took it a little bit too far, but I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been – and, you know what I'm saying, I've been playing basketball and definitely played football where guys, you know what I'm saying, are chirping. Guys are, you know what I'm saying, probably getting the best of me that day. I'm getting the best of them. You know what I'm saying? They probably want to fight. It happens. So I don't feel like it's nothing that we have to worry about. Michael Thomas is not a, you know what I'm saying, a diva. Michael Thomas is not out here trying to destroy the Saints franchise. I just feel like this was one of those moments where, just tension was at an all-time high, and these guys went at it. And, I mean, Michael Thomas got sent home, but I wasn't a real big fan of Michael Thomas playing anyway. I feel like Michael Thomas shouldn't have been playing in the first place. And honestly, as crazy as this sounds, I feel like it was a blessing in disguise. Because what if he would have went out there not fully healthy and all of a sudden he reactivated his ankle? Now we see, may God bless him, man. My prayers go out. We seen what happened to Dak Prescott today. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say that something like that couldn't possibly happen to Michael Thomas going up, you know what I'm saying, trying to catch a pass, or going up, you know what I'm saying, trying to run a route. Like, I feel like they rushed this guy back way, way too quickly, okay, way too quickly. So probably was a blessing in disguise. You don't want to see two teammates that really are very important to the success of the Saints team going at it, you know, to a point where they have to be separated. I think Michael Thomas may have took it a little bit too far going at the coaches. But look, I like the fire and I like the passion of Michael Thomas. So I'm not going to sit up here and criticize Michael Thomas way too much and say, oh, man, Michael Thomas, he different. He changed since he got his money. Nah, man, this is the stuff that made us fall in love with Michael Thomas. This is the dog that he is. You know what I'm saying? This is the grimy guy that he is when it comes to him being a football player. So I'm not going to change my mind about that because I'm one of those people that take people exactly for what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love, you know what I'm saying, Michael Thomas for everything that he represents. And some of these same characteristics is the reason why we love him. So anybody that's out here criticizing Michael Thomas, anybody out here talking about this man change, you're being a hypocrite, because this is the same person that we were all laughing with when he was talking about Josh Norman. This was the same guy we all were laughing with when he was talking about Devontae Parker. This was the same person we was laughing with when he was going at it with Stephon Diggs. So don't, just because he's out there talking with a teammate or going at it with a teammate, now all of a sudden, oh, what's wrong with Michael Thomas? Nah, bro. That's very hypocritical as Saints fans. So I don't want to hear anybody talking about this guy in that regard, because those are the things that made us like him, period. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go through the chat. Josh says CJ always starting fights with teammates, though. If anything, it's CJ who should have been sent home. Well, look, I don't think it's the fact that they got into a fight, Josh. It was the fact that Michael Thomas, he should have, allowed logic to set in, but he went at it with a coach. That was the reason why he got sent home. And I do want to say this, folks, we give Sean Payton a lot of flack when we talk about his play call, and we talk about him, losing his fastball when it comes to calling the plays. But this right here was a really good move. And it was a move that a lot of coaches would not have made. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can imagine, like, back in the days, you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard the stories about Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick when they, were part of the New York Football Giants. When Parcells was the coach, Belichick was the defensive coordinator, and Lawrence Taylor, who was a league MVP and the most dominant force in the NFL at the time, would show up late to practice and show up late to film study, and then he would fall asleep in the back of the room. And, nobody would say anything to him at all, okay, just because he's Lawrence Taylor and what he represents. This is a guy that's the offensive player of the year. This is a guy that had more receptions than any other receiver in NFL history in a season. And Sean Payton has the gall, the balls, if you will, to send his elite wide receiver home. That shows you right there that no matter if you're Michael Thomas, Drew Brees, or you're Lil Jordan Humphreys, there's a standard that you have to play for the New Orleans Saints. And if you don't, then you're going to get sent home, and some disciplinary action is going to take place. So I got a lot of respect for Sean Payton in that regard, because I know a lot of coaches out there would have turned the other way and would have kept it moving. Okay, I feel like that's one of those moves that is going to make players respect Sean Payton down the line. That is one of those moves that if you weren't on board at first, that would get you on board. And especially if you're an up-and-coming player, okay? If you was a guy that was probably dragging behind, just showing up maybe 5 minutes, late or 2 minutes late, they're going to make you want to come 5 minutes earlier, 10 minutes earlier, because you realize that if Michael Thomas is getting suspended, if Michael Thomas gets sent home, then I know for a fact I need to straighten up the fly right. So that definitely was a message that was sent, loud throughout that locker room, I'm pretty sure. So respect to Sean Payton for that. Mike says, I agree with you, TJ. I love the strong side from Michael Thomas. He's no pushover. Yeah, man, I just feel like we get mad at guys when we feel like we got something invested in it, okay? But we love it when we ain't got no dog in the fight, so to speak. We like when we can sit back and analyze it and look around and be like, oh, he talking about Devontae. Oh, he talking about Stephon Diggs. Oh, he talking about this person and that person. But when it hit close to home and we feel like we got something to lose, oh, man, he taking it too far. Nah, bro, that's hypocrisy at its best. I'm not going to sit up here and be crying and boo-hooing about Michael Thomas going at it with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I'm not going to sit up here and start calling this man a new AB. I'm not going to sit up here and start talking about this man's contract because the guy deserves his money, okay? This guy deserves his bread, regardless of what he did at practice. Michael Thomas deserves his money. I don't care what y'all say. You can talk about how much he got paid all you want to. This guy is greatly missed in this offense. You know it. I know it, okay? I don't care if the Saints played Detroit and we seen Traquan Smith emerge, we seen Emmanuel Sanders do his thing. We know that we are going to get consistency from Michael Thomas. He has been consistent since he stepped foot in the Saints locker room coming out of Ohio State. Every single year he has gotten better and better, okay? So forget all the rest of that stuff that you're talking about. Bump what you're talking about, okay? This guy is very, very important to the success of the team, and he deserves his bread, okay? And I think on a day like this, when we talking about contracts, when we're talking about a guy like Dak Prescott, you know what I'm saying? Like, look what happened with him, okay? Look what happened with Dak. For all these people out here, what a person deserved. Tell me this guy did not deserve his contract, okay? Tell me Michael Thomas didn't deserve his contract, all right? So anybody out here complaining and talking about players about their contracts, man, knock it off. Knock it off. All right? Because these guys deserve it. Michael Thomas deserves his contract. I don't care what the hell he did. Dog on dog. Exactly. What's up with Taysom Hill? I have no idea. I really don't know what's going on with Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill has taken a step back. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he really needed the off-season workouts. I don't know if he was working out in the off-season. I really just don't know what's going on with Taysom Hill, but he is definitely not the player that he was last season. And on top of that, Sean Payton is not doing him any favors by rolling out that same old washed-up RPOs that he's running, okay? I mean, he's not doing him any favors. Sean Payton needs to understand that Taysom Hill is not just a guy who can run somebody over and lower the shoulder. He's a guy that can actually throw the football because he is a quarterback. Now, I understand that you put him on special teams. I understand you put him at the tight end position, but the guy primary position is a quarterback. And just call me old-fashioned, all right? Maybe not so old-fashioned because back in the 60s, they used to run the ball a lot. But let's just say maybe old-fashioned when it comes to the 80s, all right? But a quarterback used to throw the football, all right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but if you're a quarterback, shouldn't you throw the football? So why the hell do you have him running RPOs all the time? Nobody's buying what you're selling. So I feel like a combination of that and no offseason activities might be the issue with Taysom Hill. Truth be told, Johnson is a hothead and always has been one. Well, I don't care about that, okay? I don't care because I know a couple years ago, and I've seen it, and I've talked about it, the Saints were soft as cottonelle tissue, okay? Defensively, they were soft. They were a bunch of quiet boys. You know what I'm saying? Especially like during the time when Jimmy Graham then was here, they was all finesse, okay? They was all sizzle and no steak, all right? They was all regular unleaded and no supreme. There was, you know what I'm saying, just, all burger and no fries. This team was straight up 100% soft. All right, they ain't have no dogs, no rough riders, nobody on their team. Everybody was getting ran over, rough shot, and getting slapped around. And then they'll come out there, you know what I'm saying, like go up against a team like Seattle and get punched all up in the mouth and don't even try to fight back. I have absolutely no problem with C.J. Gardner-Johnson being on this team. I have absolutely no problem with people like Janoris Jenkins and DJ Swearinger being on the team because this team for a long time had an identity of being soft, okay? Stephon Anthony, soft. Haloi Kakaha was soft. Jarius Byrd was soft. Jimmy Graham was soft. Brandon Cooks was soft. So I don't care what anybody else is saying about C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I want some dogs in the locker room. Okay? All that choir boy and all that political talk, say that for the campaign trail. I don't want no choir boys in my locker room. You could have a choir boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can have some guys that's choir boys, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to rattle the cage and stuff like that. But you need them rough riders out there, man. You need them guys that's grimy and gritty. You need them in your locker room, man. If, like I said, if you're looking for guys to be shake hands and politicking, you know what I'm saying, turn to CNN or Fox News. Right here, man, I want some dogs. Straight up. I don't want no soft dudes. These dudes were soft back in the day. All right. So these guys coming in, bringing a whole different type of flavor, jawing at the mouth, being competitive at practice. I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. Straight up. Anybody around here that's acting like, oh man, this is so horrible. What happened to the team? Nah, bro, you need this. This builds character. This builds camaraderie right here, man. That's what you want, man. Iron sharpens iron. Do y'all not understand that? If dudes out here just one guy's just getting the best of everybody on the team, what the hell you think gonna happen on Sunday? Huh? What you think gonna happen on Sunday? If you letting Michael Thomas push you over like that, or vice versa, you let C.J. Gardner-Johnson push you around like that, what you think gonna happen when you have guys out there that's equivalent or even better than the talent that these guys have? They're gonna get ran over. So bump all that stuff, man. I don't want look. I don't need no choir boy, okay? I don't need no choir boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, save that for the church house. You feel me? They both are warriors. Yep. Some head busters only. Absolutely. They're going to make up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are, Annie. You know, they're going to make up. I mean, they teammates. They're teammates. They're buddies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't even want to say they buddies. Like, I want y'all to understand this. Anybody ever played football, you know what I'm talking about. Just because you teammates don't mean you like each other. I just want to make that very clear. Just because you're playing on the same team don't mean you like each other. Okay, I'll give you a prime example. Patrick Queen and Joe Burrow won a national championship together, right? The Baltimore Ravens played the Cincinnati Bengals today, and Patrick Queen teed off on Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? Hitting him so hard that he forced Joe Burrow to fumble the football. All right. And even during the week when he was talking to the media, he made it perfectly clear. Him and Joe Burrow didn't get along. All right. So those guys won championships together. Patrick Queen was the leader of the defense, and Joe Burrow was the leader of the offense. These guys won a championship together and they didn't get along. So everybody that you on the same team with, everybody that you rolling with, ace boon cooning with, so to speak, that don't mean that y'all ace boon cooning. You know what I'm saying? People just think that. People just think these guys show up. But think about this. This is a job. Now I'm about to put some people on the spot. How many people out there work with somebody they can't stand? Y'all work at the same company, but y'all can't stand each other. But y'all necessary. They probably good at what they do. You probably good at what you do. Okay, but you just don't like that person. I mean, but y'all still work together. It's no different in football. Jimmy Steals, Junior Cooks, Sean ain't scared to lose talent. He will find more talent. Man, that boy ain't going nowhere, Phil. He ain't going nowhere. And it happens. It happens. Facts, bro. Preach, brother. Man, I appreciate it, man. Be glad you're enjoying the commentary. EJ, what's going on? This is my brother right here. He says, well said, little bro. Brought a tear to my eyes. Man, I'm just being honest, EJ, bro. I'm just being honest, man. I just think that people around here are way too hypocritical, man. I know a lot of people are probably wondering what angle I was going to come at from this. Probably thought that I was going to come here and tell Michael Thomas a new one, but I'm not. You know, I'm not going to do that. Because, I mean, I love everything about Michael Thomas. I wouldn't change it at all. We don't know for sure what started it. I only seen rumors. Nah, I actually know exactly what happened, Spencer. I actually know what happened. Okay, this comes from an actual reporter that was in, you know what I'm saying, that was like, he is fully involved with the team. So, Nick Underhill, you know what I'm saying? Like, check out Nick Underhill, New Orleans .football. Check him out. He have a whole article out there right now talking about what happened. Peyton has lost his team. I definitely disagree with that. Why did he lose his team? Like, okay, do y'all really believe, like, let's just be honest. Do y'all really believe these players don't fight? Just like, congratulations, everybody out there. Give yourself a round of applause because you finally found out something that happens inside of organizations all the damn time. Do y'all understand how much players fight? Do y'all understand how much players don't get along? Do y'all understand how many close practices that they have that guys go at it with one another? Do y'all understand it? Now all of a sudden, we know a little something. Right now, everybody's talking about it. And now all of a sudden, Sean Payton loses his team. Give me a break, man. This stuff happens all the time. The only difference is you don't know about it. You sleep. You sleep, but these things happen all the time. They happen all the time. These players fight all the time. You just do not know it. See, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because the power of social media, we feel like if we don't hear about it, it didn't happen. But this happens all the time. Sean Payton didn't lose nothing. These guys fight all the time. We're just finding out about it. So give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a hand clap because you're finding out about something that happens all the time. All the time throughout organizations all across the league. TJ, I hope swear your pops a Charger receiver right in the mouth tomorrow. Yeah, man, I hope he bring that wood tomorrow, man. No doubt about that. Peyton, Anthony Davis soft, TJ, you left him out. Yeah, Anthony Davis is a tad bit soft, man, in my honest and humble opinion. I think that was a sucker move. You know what I'm saying? Him leaving the Pelicans like that, you know, with the That's All Folk t-shirt on. But I don't know, man. If you want to go out there and be Scottie Pippen to LeBron James, Michael Jordan, then knock yourself out. What happened? Michael Thomas was suspended. He was suspended for fighting with C.J. Gardner-Johnson, so he won't be playing tomorrow. All right. Congratulations to the Lakers. They won a handicap championship. Well, I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I really don't care about the NBA Finals. This doesn't feel like a playoffs. I mean, it didn't feel like the playoffs. It don't feel like the finals. Okay. I mean, I'm because I feel like I was just gonna be real. If the Clippers were at the Staples Center and they were playing against the Denver Nuggets wouldn't have beat them. Okay. I just feel like it's different. It's different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of the teams that were moving on in the finals, they won because, you know what I'm saying, because of the elements. I didn't even look at it. I may have looked at maybe a minute or two of one of the games. I mean, it just didn't feel like it to me. Whoever said Shore lost the team, they crazy. Yeah, that I don't agree with that. Your $100 million receiver gets suspended. And, you know, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, let's just be honest about this. And I'm about to put people on the spot right now. Your $100 million receiver was suspended. How many people out there, when I put out a video, I asked the question, should Michael Thomas play in a Week 5 game versus Los Angeles Chargers? How many people out there say, man, he should play after the bye week? So how in the hell is this a concern? Nobody wanted him to play in the first place. Who the hell wanted Michael Thomas to play? Who the hell wanted Michael Thomas to play against the Chargers? Not me. And I seen my boy Chemo. I seen Jerry. I seen so many other people that was up in this thing who said, nah, man, don't let him play. Ghostface Griller. I mean, all these cats was like, nah, bro, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't think he should play. I ain't seen people saying, man, Michael Thomas should play. Now all of a sudden he get into a scrimmage. Now he the $100 million receiver. Man, knock it off. Knock it off. Nobody wanted this dude to play anyway. And in a way, I hate to say it, I'm sorry he got sent home. I'm sorry it was fine, but I'm happy. I'm happy that Sean Payton didn't subject this man to go out there and possibly set himself back by playing on a still sore ankle. They probably going to inject him up with just to numb the pain just a tad bit so he can go out there and perform. So you go from being out 5 weeks to being out about 7 weeks. Sound pretty damn good to me. With a high ankle sprain, the most you're supposed to sit out is like 5 to 6 weeks. So we going into about almost 7 weeks with this. So with that, I'm happy. And he didn't miss about 6 or 7 games. So that's he fresh as a daisy. You know what I'm saying? He only played 1 game. And in that game, he only got targeted maybe twice. In that game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think he had about 13 yards. So he's as fresh as a daisy. So he should be coming in killing it. Midway through the season, this guy's still fresh. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, we're gonna pretend like this is a big deal now, but a couple of days ago, we didn't even want this guy to play. Huh? Seriously? TJ, much respect for your knowledge, bro. Players fight in practice all the time. Just most incidents aren't reported. Yeah, that's the truth. You know, I mean, look, man, y'all should already know this, man. How many people out here that take pictures with their significant others, boyfriend, girlfriends, or whatever? Oh, they so happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, fronting. You know, like act like they don't fight, act like they don't never disagree. It happens. We may not see it. They may not post, man, we just got into the biggest fight ever, but it happens. Despite what the heck going on or what we think is going on. We think we know everything. We think we got everything because the world is at our fingertips right now, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, the situation that happened with Dak Prescott happened like that, right? Where everybody knew about it, whether you was watching a Cowboy game or not. And we feel like we know everything now because everything is at our fingertips. But, bruh, if everybody keep everything quiet and keep it on a hush and nobody says nothing, just imagine how much stuff we don't know. The world just makes us feel like we know everything, but we don't. So guys get into it all the time. You know, I don't understand why we're acting like this new. It's not. What is your prediction on the game tomorrow night, and what do you think the score is going to be in your opinion? Do you think Michael Thomas could get traded? Hell no, Brian. Michael Thomas isn't going anywhere, my friend. Not at all, buddy. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the game. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'll go ahead and talk about it. Okay, the Saints taking on the Los Angeles Chargers Monday Night Football. Saints have been prime time all year long, man. You know what I'm saying? They've been on almost every prime time in every prime time slot, basically. But I think the Saints are going to win this football game because the Saints are going to run the football. I don't think the Saints are going to be airing out the football all over the place. I think it's going to be a repeat of what we seen last week. I think that the Saints are going to be, trying to run the football. I think that the Los Angeles Chargers are going to try to neutralize Alvin Kamara. They're probably going to try to line up one of their more athletic linebackers to try to shadow him. Good luck with that. I also think they're going to try to put pressure on Drew Brees. Don't be surprised if Joey Bosa gets lined up in the middle trying to go up against Nick Easton or possibly Cesar Ruiz on the other side. They're going to try to find ways to try to get pressure on Drew Brees, try to get the ball out of his hands. Justin Herbert, I feel like Justin Herbert is going to get the Saints a run for their money. I feel like this is going to be a competitive game. I think it's going to be a back-and-forth contest. I think when people think about Justin Herbert, they think about a guy that has good arm strength. But Justin Herbert can hurt the Saints in a lot of ways, man. One way I feel like Justin Herbert is going to hurt the Saints in this game is by him scrambling. I think that people don't give him enough credit for being a scrambling quarterback. Now, he's not one of those guys that's like Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, or Kyler Murray or nothing like that. But if the pocket breaks down, he will run. And we all know that the Saints run a lot of, they've been running a lot of cover two, a lot of zone. So, with that, you got linebackers that's guarding certain players, and it leaves the field like wide open. So the Saints are going to have to worry about possibly shadowing, having somebody shadow him and make sure that he doesn't run out of the pocket, or make sure they keep him neutralized. But I do think the Saints are going to win this football game. I think it's going to be one of those games that get up into the 30s. I don't want to say it's going to be a shootout, but it's definitely going to be a competitive contest. But I think the Saints are going to win. Michael Thomas was ready to throw them things. Yeah, it seems that way. It definitely seems that way. And once again, everybody, I do apologize. This is not going to be a long show tonight. I have a meeting I got to go to early in the morning. So I'm probably going to be taking just a few more questions, and then we're going to go ahead and head up out of here. Let's see. Thomas needs to sit out anyway, and I didn't want him to play. Exactly. Thank you, Keith. Thank you very much. Nobody wanted him to play. But that goes to show you how people just make everything such a big deal. A couple of days ago, we didn't want him to play. Now, all of a sudden, he's changed. He's different. Like, come on, man. We didn't want this dude to play. No way. We didn't want him to play. No way. Shouted loudly, do not underestimate the Chargers. Absolutely, Ghostface. Do not underestimate the Chargers. Do not. But I don't think they will. I think they watched that game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they seen how Tampa was getting fits. You know what I'm saying? I think they got the Chargers. Well, I think the Saints got their undivided attention. You know what I'm saying? They definitely do. I believe it's over for Brees. Well, I don't think Brees should be on a narrative, being a narrative this week. I think that Drew Brees did a good job last week. We need to take it from week to week, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that this was the week, and I don't think that this is a time really to be talking about Drew Brees' career being over, because the last thing we seen with Drew Brees out there carving up the defense of the Detroit Lions like a Thanksgiving turkey. And I know some people will say, well, it's the Detroit Lions. It's the Detroit Lions. Well, the Green Bay Packers don't have a good defense either. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he wasn't carving them up. Like, so, and neither do the Raiders. I mean, even though the Raiders won today against the Kansas City Chiefs was getting the ball down the field like it was Madden on rookie. So, come on, man. Like, I really, like, this isn't the week, man. I mean, we're going to talk about Drew Brees and talk about his career being over. This ain't the week to talk about it, man. And he did a good job. So, he hushed up a lot of the naysayers. Nah, Dre, I think Drew wants to destroy the team that gave up on him. Absolutely. It's always personal when he plays the Chargers. Always personal. I'm going to see you tomorrow before the game. Let me see. I should be able to do a pregame show. I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know. Because, I mean, the meeting I'm going to last pretty much all day. Mike T is out. Emmanuel Sanders, number 17, problem solved. Exactly. Problem solved. I mean, if anything, you know what I'm saying, this is helping the chemistry of Drew Brees, Traquan Smith, and Emmanuel Sanders. So by the time Michael Thomas come back, man, they should be clicking on all cylinders. Everybody should be eating out there. Man, I hope they don't underestimate the Chargers, because that's something the Saints do. Nah. Travis, our older Saints team, yeah. This modern day Saints team, they don't underestimate nobody. They don't, And when they do lose those games, it'd be self-inflicted. You know what I'm saying? It'd be self-inflicted wounds. Like, you can admit, folks, a lot of times when the Saints lose, they never just get blew out. Like, the last time the Saints honestly got blew out was crazy, and it was by the Falcons. That's the last time the Saints got blew out. But they don't get blow out very often. So they definitely go in and they play really, really well. In my opinion, I think if some of the people on the team need to have the mentality that Michael Thomas and the approach that he has to the game, that's why the defense has get smoked like brisket. Yeah. That's why I say I need some dogs on my team. I need some rough riders. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no problem with I don't got no problem with Mike T's personality at all. Won't get no problem from me, folks. None. The Detroit Lions are pathetic. I don't care. That same Detroit Lions team beat a very decent Arizona Cardinals team. All right. So, and they should have beat the Bears if it wasn't for Swift dropping that pass in the back of the end zone. And we see what the Bears are right now, right? So we can't sit up here and just be like, oh, they're the Detroit Lions. Okay. I mean, they're still an NFL team with a lot of pride. Magic tampered and resigned to do so. Y'all seen Tom standing on the field after they didn't get the fourth down. Yeah, man, we forgot what down it was. Yeah, but I don't know, man. It happens. It happens sometimes. Play enough football, it'll happen to you. I mean, he played 21 years or 20 years. His Twitter name is Can't Guard Mike. What do you expect? Giving a shout out to Jerry. The Chargers had better defense than Detroit, bro. That don't mean nothing. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Like that, like this is an NFL team, man. Any team can beat any other team on any given Sunday. If you go out there half-assing it, and you know what I'm saying, like even you know what I'm saying, like even the Giants out there, you know what I'm saying, being competitive. Even though you can say the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, like man. Once again, man, every time I think about Cowboys, now I think about Dak. But even the Giants, you know what I'm saying? These teams got pride, man. These guys playing for a check. Okay? These guys are playing, you know what I'm saying? This is their livelihoods. They can't go out there slacking. These guys can get cut. So I don't look past nobody. Detroit Lions could have beat the Saints, in my opinion. They could have beat them. They got the talent on their team to beat the Saints. And I'm not gonna sit up here and act. I don't look at the schedule and be like, that's a win. I don't do that. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, like the Saints thought they was gonna beat the Raiders, right? Some people thought that the Saints were gonna beat the Raiders. They thought it was probably gonna be an easy win. Same old Raiders, right? Yeah, it's the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? They ain't nobody. Look what happened. It just shows this is not going to be our year. I ain't saying all that. They overlooked the Falcons game. Yep. I don't even think they overlooked the Falcons game. I think that the Falcons caught them off guard because you got to keep in mind, Ice Man, they changed around a lot of their coaching staff. And a lot of the guys that they brought in and changed around, they brought a different philosophy for that particular week. So they kind of caught the Saints off guard. The passing game worked well last week. I am not too worried about missing Mike T. Yeah, me neither. I know Mike T gonna be a hound when he back though. Yeah, he should be. Let me see. Gave both their pink slip. Yeah, man, Dan Quinn out. Done. Throughout all the unbelievables. I love my team. If we are going to discipline the players, make sure that we discipline Brees from throwing so many interceptions and throwing bad. Oh man. I don't know. I think it's completely different. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just have a bad week versus, you know, disrespecting the coaching staff. You can't do that now. Can't do that. Dak is a dude that was indeed your statement is not funny, not at all. I don't even know what was said about Dak, and I hope it wasn't nothing disrespectful, man. I will hope that people have enough class, man, that a guy who's actually, as we speak right now, is having surgery on his broken ankle. I will hope that people will have a little bit more respect. I hope it's not nothing like that, man, because this guy is rather you like the Cowboys or not, and I definitely don't. This guy's a warrior, man. He's a fighter. The way that the Dallas Cowboys did that guy was just straight up down bad, dirty. And that's why I say, you know, like we get mad at players for sitting out, holding out, and we like, oh man, you know, man, they selfish. They're a team killer. They be killing the team. Like this is why these guys sit out. Look at that, man. This man signed a franchise tag. This is only gonna get this man enough that money for this year. But what about down the line? Now this man career in jeopardy. And now what? So Dak injury is not funny. Do not quit your day job. Yeah, man. I'm glad I didn't even read that, man. We are not going to talk about a man who, you know what I'm saying, we don't even know if this man going to be able to play the game of football right now. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know if this man going to be able to come back and do this. So, not cool at all. Dak should have held out. I feel bad for him because Jerry Jones is not going to offer him anything now that he has a major injury. Yeah, he'll sign, and not only that, I bet you know what I'm saying, as grimy as this sound, folks, I bet in the back of Jerry Jones' mind, I bet he was thinking, man, I dodged the bullet. As crazy as that sound, but I believe that's what it is. I believe that was going through his mind. I'm a Cowboy hater, and I wanted to cry with Dak. Yeah, man. I've said this on several occasions. I wouldn't mind Dak Prescott playing for the Saints. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like with this injury and what he sustained, I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't think they're going to sign him back. So who knows? I mean, life is funny. We're going to the Super Bowl. Who that? Well, I like that type of optimism. I'm going to read a few more, and then I'm going to get up out of here, folks. Can we snatch Dak after he returns? That's what I was saying, DJ. Same thing I said. I wouldn't mind seeing Dak in the Saints uniform. Let's see. And the last one, Keelan says, is Lattimore and Jenkins playing tomorrow? Lattimore is questionable. I'm pretty sure he's going to play, but Jenkins is not. I also seen somebody, I guess that's a Panthers fan, talking about they're going to win the division. The Panthers fans do not want the smoke. Look, man, I already said it. I mean, people laughed at me and thought I was being funny when I said that the Panthers probably was going to end up being 10-6. They laughed. They thought it was funny. But I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we got to think about it like this, folks. We got to think about it like this. Back in 2006, there was a coach that was an offensive coordinator, was a head coach. His name was Sean Payton, and he came to the lowly New Orleans Saints, a struggling franchise, and we all remember what happened that first year. The Saints went to the NFC Championship. Now, I'm not saying that Matt Rule is going to lead Carolina to the NFC Championship game. I'm just saying when things change, like when you have a new regime, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes things change for the better. So, TJ, we discussed no hard feelings, all blessed to be in your company. Yeah, man, no issue with that, Ernest. You know what I'm saying? I have no issue with, you know what I'm saying, with your comment or nothing like that. I didn't agree with it, or I didn't agree with your comment. But I mean, it's all love, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what this show is about, agreeing to disagree. Yeah, man, but that's right. How about Teddy Bridgewater's success? Yep. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater could have been, here with the Saints. I do strongly feel like the reason why he's not with the Saints because Drew Brees came back. I feel like Teddy Bridgewater was promised to be the successor to Drew Brees, and Drew Brees threw a monkey wrench in the plan because he decided to come back. I really felt like Drew Brees probably told Sean Payton, Mickey Loomis, that was going to be his last year. And he probably based that on the fact that the Saints went to the NFC Championship game the previous year, and they probably thought, okay, man, we can get over the hump this year. And he probably told them that he was going to retire. Because why in the world, like honestly, why in the world would Teddy Bridgewater not want to go to the Miami Dolphins, his hometown team, to be their starting quarterback? Think about this, folks. To be their starting quarterback of your hometown team, okay? He went to high school maybe like 30 minutes from that stadium. But you decide to just completely just give up that opportunity to be a backup to Drew Brees? Like, that don't make sense nowhere. That don't make no – that's like somebody telling you, look, man, I want you to be the president of a Fortune 500 company, okay? You get the opportunity to be a president or a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. And they're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, I'm going to stay here because I want to be the, you know what I'm saying, a vice president of this company I'm at right now. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. None. The only logical explanation I have is that Sean Payton, Mickey Loomis told Teddy Bridgewater that Drew Brees was retired. And Drew Brees decided to come back, and they didn't want, you know what I'm saying, just to be like, oh, man, You know what I'm saying? We just going to get rid of Drew. They decided to allow him to come back. And that's when Teddy Bridgewater left. Notice when Drew Brees made his decision a couple days later, that's when Carolina signed Teddy Bridgewater. Coincidence? I think not. But I want to say thank you very much for checking out the State of the Saints podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com. Search The State of the Saints podcast. Also, facebook.com. Search The State of the Saints podcast. And previous episodes are available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM. Please subscribe and check them out and follow one of those streaming apps. I want to thank everybody that has already, but we're trying to grow the channel. We're trying to grow the podcast around the country, around the world. So please, if you have a few seconds, okay, just take a few seconds and search The State of the Saints podcast and subscribe. Thank you all very much. You all take care. And like always, all I got to say is, who dat?